Which one is better, ChatGPT or Claude? Let's find out by seeing which one does a better job at creating a report for an AI search audit. Hi, I'm Chris Scott. I am a real estate digital marketer and AI strategist at the Paperless Agent, where we strive to make AI and real estate tech useful, practical, and hopefully profitable. Everyone knows about ChatGPT, but not everyone is using Claude AI. In this video, we're going to find out which one is better, ChatGPT or Claude, when it comes to doing an AI search audit for real estate agents. So when someone goes to ChatGPT or any AI tool and says, should I hire this agent to sell my home? I want to know how to improve my chances of showing up. So let's see which one produces a better result. I have a very simple prompt here that we're going to put into ChatGPT and we're going to put it into Claude. And I'm going to just fire them off, but I'll read this as we do. The prompt is super simple. I want to create an AI search or AEO or GEO audit report for real estate agent Jonathan Kreth. He sells real estate in Lakeway and Austin, Texas. Research and make recommendations based on what you find to improve his ability to show up when people use AI to discuss real estate solutions. Okay, we can see that ChatGPT is done processing its result while Claude is still generating the report. Let's take a look at what ChatGPT has done. The first part here is the current digital presence. This is the research that it did and what it found. It talks about the core identity footprint. It references and says that we have a verified presence, referencing the different sites that it went to get the information, basically listing out what it found, right? Verified presence, professional stats, specialties mentioned. Here's the visibility score. This seems pretty useful. Let's see what we can do to do better. It says that there's an entity identity, a score of 6. Name appears in directories, but limited narrative authority. Local authority is a 4. Minimal neighborhood-specific authority content. Reviews and reputation, few visible reviews, structured data, AI-friendly content, authority and signals, and then it gives some notes on why it rated it what it did. This next section here talks about what AI systems currently know about him. AI models build recommendations from consistent entities and authority signals. Here's what the web currently suggests. Talks about entity facts, but AI likely cannot confidently answer questions like, and it lists out the types of questions based on what it found the AI would struggle to answer or would need an answer to, which starts to signal what are the types of things that we could do here. We see here some key problems preventing AI recommendations, lack of authority content, and it's telling us then what we ought to do, have more detailed biographies, educational content, expert commentary, says that we need to get some more reviews, and lots of pretty actionable advice here. And very short and to the point. It does prioritize what the things that we should do. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4, priority 5. Gives some schema markup that we need to have. Important fields, AI optimized bio. Actually generated that bio for us, or a draft of it, and gave us a 30-day improvement plan, a long-term strategy, core insight. So not a bad report. Let's see now what Claude has done and compare the result. Claude's created a Word document for us to review. I'm going to download that Word document. I'm just going to pull it off over to the side here. Let's take a look at the report that I put together. We've got an AEO, GEO audit report. We've got a very thorough table of contents. Looks like we've got about a 13-page report here. Let's see what's inside of it. In the executive summary, we've got the core finding. Jonathan Kreth has strong foundational assets, a respected family brand, 35 years of history, a Sotheby's International Realty affiliation, active blog content, and listings in premium Austin Lakeway neighborhoods. But his digital footprint is not structured in ways that AI systems can easily parse, cite, or recommend. As a result, he's largely invisible to the growing number of consumers who use AI assistants to research real estate decisions. All right, so let's scroll down and see. We've got a nice explanation here, a lot of educational content to let us know if we're not that familiar with AI search and why it matters. We've got here a current state assessment. And I love the format that it did here. It has the category, it's got the current grade based on what it found, and then it has the target with a key finding. And these all look pretty actionable. Bio is narrative only, no structured data, FAQ schema, or clear entity signals for AI. And it does that for each one of these different sections: content, authority, and depth. directory citation and consistency. And so all of these things are things that we can work on. Now, I would expect everyone who does this audit to have relatively low grades because the field of AI search, also called answer engine optimization or generative engine optimization, these all terms refer to getting you to show up or getting recommended by ChatGPT. I would expect pretty much everybody to do not so great because this is a new field and not everybody knows what needs to be done. These AI tools are still new, and consumers starting to go to ChatGPT and other AI tools to ask questions instead of going to Google is still new. So these are all new things that we have to start doing so that in the future we would begin to show up. I love the target here where it says, if we do these things, here's what will happen. It takes an inventory of our website or of all the websites that we have out there. Pretty cool. Shows us not just websites that we have, but all of the ones that reference us and that it used to produce this audit. We've got a content analysis. It says here the blog publishes regularly, which is true. We've got content and things that we can work on: third-party visibility, social media presence, strategic recommendations. This is pretty neat. It has a priority action matrix, and we can see that it has listed all of the activities or actions that we can take, prioritized it, even given us a timeline and the effort level to produce the result. So in time with making this investment, and I do view this as an investment because by showing up better in ChatGPT, that is an investment that we want to make, because when we do show up better on ChatGPT and other AI search, that's an asset. You know, the ability to be found easily, to get recommended, those are assets within our real estate practice that when we make the investment, continue to produce a return. We have additional technical information like the real estate agent schema. This is code that we basically add to our website. We've got more suggestions and recommendations to fully claim a Google business profile, consolidate web properties, rewrite bio for AI visibility, and then details on what we can do. So let's keep scrolling along. It looks like it's going to close up here with a 90-day implementation roadmap, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Now, if I had to compare this report to the one that ChatGPT provided, there was nothing bad about the report that ChatGPT produced for us, but it wasn't to the same level of thoroughness. Now, there are times when speed and brevity is valuable, but when it comes to conducting an audit, generating a report, having really solid findings, that's where thoroughness is going to be prioritized over brevity. So in this case, I think that Claude has outperformed ChatGPT on this specific task, but let me know in the comments of the video whether you thought Claude was better or ChatGPT was better, or maybe you're using a tool like GenSpark or Manus and you have found to get better results from those tools. Let me know in the comments below. If you found anything helpful in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to get tips and strategies to make AI and real estate tech useful, practical, and hopefully profitable. We'll see you in the next video.